Today we will talk about salon. I mean, first of all, we're going to identify some main concern of a salon owner or a boot rental. What we also want is to use a method of approach to find solutions. Identify the main items in a salon's operating account, optimize the weak items in case, have references to evaluate the performance of the salon, set the objective for improving the performance of the salon, and design action plans for development of an activity. I have to say that this type of goals for today probably is a bit ambitious due to the fact that it is more about it's not just me telling you things, but I'm going to ask you things, okay? So the first thing that I want to do is basically this one: a salon development and profitability potential. And this is an exercise, okay? So which what I want, oh, let me turn down the volume of the music, just a second, okay? All right, I'm back here. Okay, so now, what I imagine that you are inheriting a salon. This salon is called Glamour, and it is a salon which is located in a beautiful little city in France, which is called La Roche. It is an existing salon since basically it has 25 years of activity. It was managed by a distant relative called Marie. In this salon, she was working only some days per week to style her clients. The salon, it has been renovated a few years ago, 7 years ago, and it is located in a commercial street, and it works quite well in advance. Now, this is we basically what we do today is talking about business, but in a reverse mode. Okay, I'll give you a challenge and and you give me answer. So I know you can't speak, but at least you can type, hopefully, because I want to be very, very transparent with you today. I mean, many people, they are now working, and so not many people are attending to this class today. It's only you, and I need your help. I mean, it's really a two-way type of class, okay? Now, basically what I want from you, that would be wonderful if you can go in a place that you can talk. It would be definitely great, because it's probably easier to communicate. So basically, what you need to decide is this: are you accepting this heredity or not? So you have a choice. You can choose to refuse, or you can choose to keep it. But of course, you can choose to do it or to keep it or not after that you made a quick salon analysis. And you will need some data, okay? These data are, I mean, let's say I do have some data available, and then you can let's say you can ask you can ask, here's the point, right? You need to think about, and if you have a piece of paper with you, you might want to write it down. So I would recommend to have a piece of paper and pen, and I will give you few minutes, couple of minutes to 3 minutes to think about what type of data you would need to make these analysis, okay? These quick silent analysis, of course. And so you write down the question you're going to ask to me, and you have a list of 10 questions that you, up to 10 questions that you can ask to me in order to being able to decide if you want to take this, to keep this activity or refusing your the salon, right? So, and you can, as I said, you can type them in the chat, but if you can talk, it's even better and faster. Okay, give me a shout when you are ready to go. I mean,
Hello.
yeah. So tell me. Good morning for you, I guess, right?
Good morning. It's almost noon.
Okay, so not too bad. Where are you at?
I am in the salon that I work. It's called 3.
Okay, and so basically, what you need is to provide me. You need to write down up to 10 questions that you would ask in order to decide if keeping or not this salon.
Okay. Should I just ask you now, or should I take a moment to think about all and then say all?
No, take a moment and if you can write it them down, so we go through the list when you are ready to go. Okay.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm going to, for a moment, stop the sharing the screen, and I need to open another file. Okay, just a second. But you can think about your question. I'm here when you're ready, okay? Are you still there?
Yes, I'm finishing.
Thinking?
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, so first question, how many clients per month the salon has?
How many clients per month? 300.
What are the salon spendings and profits?
Good point. Basically, you have to say that I do have some information. I don't have all the information, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you might ask some question which found answer or partial answer, or some question which they don't, okay? So that's is a
Okay.
game. It's a,
Mm-hmm.
it's literally a business game, okay?
Okay.
Now, you said the P&L, right? Profit and loss. Oh my goodness, you would be surprised. Okay, so basically, the profit of the year is 266 euro or dollar or whatever you like to.
Okay.
And so basically that is the profit.
Okay.
You did ask also for expense cost or what?
Yes, salon spendings.
What do you mean by salon spendings?
I mean, like, how much do I spend to keep the salon open? For example, how much do I pay for the secretary, the rental, the light, the water?
So it's very good approach, I have to say. But we need to establish a rule. Every question has to be specific. What I mean, if you want to get one information, I mean, the question has to be no multiple information included. You know, you
Okay.
can ask me specific information like, okay, I want to know how much the employees cost, for example.
Okay.
And
Get
that is
it.
a question. But if you're asking me this in the question, this, that, and that, it doesn't work. It's a multiple answer or a multiple question.
Okay. So we stay with the profit then in this question.
Okay, profit is as I said, it's 266 euro
Okay.
per year in the last year, you know, the latest year. Yeah.
Okay. Does the salon have a management program?
I don't know. Not available. I'm gonna use green and red, okay? So you will see later why.
Okay.
Okay.
What are the prices of services?
Ah. Let me see if I can help you, even though this is a little bit tricky. I mean, um, first of all, I don't have all the prices.
Okay.
I have some prices, but again, it's a multiple question, but I'm going to help you, okay?
Okay. So what is the price of the cut, for example?
It's very cheap salon, okay? So don't it's probably very far away from the reality. Don't worry, because I mean this is
Okay.
it's only an example to use as a base of reflection and interaction and so on, okay? Even though I have to say, in some area of maybe really south of Italy or maybe far places, it might be possible. It's not that far, okay? So basically, shampoo, cut, and blow drying is 30 euro.
Okay.
Very cheap. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the men's cut is 16.
Okay. I had another question. What's the range of spendings of one client per month? Or
This. Um, mm, 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 mm. I don't have this answer. But if you are smart, you can get there with some other question. I mean, if you ask me other question, then you can get that.
Mm. I don't know.
Oh, it's easier than what you think. I mean, if this is a result of a calculation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you need the two numbers. You already have one number. You already asked me something that it can be helpful for this calculation.
Mm-hmm. The price of the cut.
The what?
The price of the cut that you just told me.
No. Before.
No.
You did
About
ask me a question before.
Mm-hmm. About the profit.
No. You asked me for a question, okay?
Okay, 300 clients.
The number of clients.
In a month.
Yeah, exactly. So now, if you have that number, there is a calculation that you can use to find the average.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But you need another number. You need another figures that you didn't ask to me.
That would be is it a salon for more men go or more women?
No, not exactly. I mean, listen, if you did ask to me, the last question you asked to me, it was, do you have the average expand of each client, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is the result of few things, of one calculation, which it is the number of client and
how much they spend.
No, that is the result. How much they spend is the result, okay?
Okay.
But how can you get the average of this number? So if you have the number of clients they came in a month or in a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need another number that you can then divide it.
Okay. How much the salon earns in a month, for example.
Exactly. So the total turnover,
okay.
basically, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So I give you a green, but it's a it's a shade green. Okay. So basically, the total turnover of the year, it is, where is it? It is 130,000.
Okay.
Now you have the total amount of the year, and then you have the number of clients per every month.
Mm-hmm.
So you can calculate what you were saying.
Yes.
Okay. Then what? What else do you want to know?
Does the salon work with retail?
Which what?
Does the salon work with retail?
Video.
Retail.
Oh, retail. Sorry, excuse me.
Yes.
If I mean, you want to say if they work with retail, or you want to know how much do they do?
Well, it depends, because here in Brazil, sometimes they don't work with retail because they can really sell. So they think it's just bad to have the spendings with this. So they prefer to do with cuts, you know. So that my question was more like, does it have or does it doesn't have?
Yeah, yeah. They do retail. They do retail.
And is this a considerable earnings of the salon or not?
It is 7% on top of the total turnover.
Okay.
Are you writing down my answer so you get the numbers?
Yes, I'm writing. 7% of total of?
I mean, 7% of retail on top of the total turnover.
Okay. What are the profile of these clients? What is the profile of these clients? Like, where do they come from?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have this information.
Okay. Do you have a parking space available for the clients?
Not available. Not available information, I'm saying. I don't know.
Okay.
You still have one question.
How do you advertise? Or is this business advertised anywhere, or do you use social media?
I'm just checking my information I have here in the file, and I don't know. Information not available.
Okay.
Well, okay. You did use your 10 bullets. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
which and you did also quite good, because you got six green and 4 red, so it's not too bad, I have to say. Good job. Okay, now the point is, okay, I'm going back to share the presentation. Okay. I don't think you can see it yet, right? Give me a second.
No.
I will. Just give me a second, and I'll be back to you. All right. So basically, you did a good job, because you asked me 10 questions, and 60% of them were, let's say, found an answer or found data, which is already telling us something. Means you do have a good approach and vision, to the business. So congratulations. Now, we didn't finish, because now you do have these information, right? Would you quickly try to use them and telling me if you are willing to accept or to refuse the heredity?
Okay.
And of course, in this case, we were, playing with a certain speed, and I apologize for that, but it's just to to approaching to the business in a more reverse mode. You know what I'm saying? Give you a couple of minutes. Oops. This is my. I don't want to put any pressure on you, but I just want to know. Okay.
So I think I would.
You would. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then tell me, is there a reason why you would?
Yes, because it seems like the business is consolidated already for a long time, 7 years. Not long, but it's not, and I mean, there's not much profit, but it's a lot to, maybe I could see, for example, I could do more retail. It's not bad, 7% for at least for the standards of Brazil. I don't know.
No. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of trying to, find better who are the clients, and then, maybe change a little or focus more on them and try to, just it's just a matter of, it's working since that it's working, but it's just you had to have some improvements.
Okay. So first of all, I want to say brava, congratulations. And I'm saying that because there is one point which is, I mean, I have to say that you miss some question important to create also a better analysis. But however, there is one thing that you have evaluated, which is, okay, this place is existing, it's quite, let's say, established, right? 25 years of activity and it's still there. It means that it can work. Now, there is you didn't ask to me, right? But there is no debt, and the profit is I have to say the profit is really low, but because 200 or 300 euro by year, it's nothing. However, that comes after being paying everything, means also a kind of owner salary. The owners was anyway taking a salary. So I mean, at the end of and she was working only a few days a week. So I mean, at the end, if we think about this, I would say, well, it might be not the place to get rich, but it's anyway a place where I can live, right?
Yes.
So first of all, congratulations for saying yes. Now, the point is, many times we are focusing on elements of the salon, which it's not that they are wrong, but probably they are not the ones are giving, let's say, let me rephrase. We are more focused on some items which are okay. Tell me what are the expenses and so on, more than thinking about okay, what is the potential.
Okay.
There are two different approach, right? One
Yes.
is trying to calculating the P&L, and the other one is trying to understanding what is the potential of the place, where this place can go, how much far this place can go, right? So, and there are basically I would say three different approach to to evaluate the potential of the salon. Okay. One is the profitability, which is somehow what you did try to do, right?
Yes.
One is the service client ratio, which is not what you, I mean, partially you did, partially, right? The third one is observing this hair salon as a final product. Clear? Now we're gonna go through these three, okay? But I just want to list them out. So the profitability, basically, which is the first one, has some pros, means you might get some information, right? As you did, Beta, you know, so we have some green bullets here. And so you did know some information about the hair salon. However, you didn't get all of them out because the point is I don't have them, right?
Yes.
And the reason why I don't have them is because many salons still don't have the numbers of what they do. Okay. In our industry, it's still a smaller amount of people which is leading the salon by measuring the business and being accountable for that. Okay, so basically, as you've seen, there is a thumb up in the pros and there is a crossing finger cross in the second one, which means, well, it depends. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't get the information. Also, and this has happened to me many times because in the past I was I was consulting some chains, not chains, also some smaller group of salons, and so on. And I have to say that when I was asking some numbers in order to understand, because they were calling me and to ask for help, how can I implement my business and so on. But the point that I was there and I was asking for information. And the point is, to get this information out, there are people that are still, annotating things on the paper, but which is okay. But when you need to get, you need to create an analysis, it's a nightmare because even them, they don't know how to collect all of this information back, right? So this is really making the job of a consulting very difficult. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Good. Let's go for and actually also the time wasted for doing that. Maybe you can get. I think it was, bless you. Maybe you can get. You can get these information out, but not in the real time. It's gonna wait for I don't know, a week before getting the information, or otherwise it is a matter of analyzing guessing the potential by analyzing the service clients ratio percentage, right? which
Right.
means, okay, how many service do I do for each client, how many color, and so on. Even here, if I have to say, it would be great. It's fantastic, because it's something that you also asked to me before. It was like, okay, can you tell me, you did ask a couple of questions. One was if they do retail and what was the percentage of the retail. So this is something that was available in this case, but not, but many, again, quite often people, they don't know how many, I don't know, how many color do they do on top of 100 clients, or how many haircut, and so on. So it is a good way to analyze a situation, if it is in the culture of the owner to keep and to collect the data. Or otherwise, like a company, for example, I would say as Davines, but I can, name every other brand, cosmetic brand in the world. I would say they know how many clients they have. They know how much, what is the average purchasing, how often they order products, what are the type of products that they order frequently. I mean, basically, as a brand, as a Davines brand, as a company, every sales rep, they do have a history of their client. They know everything about the client, and as a hair salon, we don't have the same culture. Or, as again, I'm probably repetitive, but this is the reality. We don't have that culture yet. And so again, often if you are asking to a salon owner, I mean, what is the average of these? What is the average of that? What's the percent of these? Not every time you get answer. Often you get perception. You get answer based on their perception, but not the reality. And I have to say, by experience, that perception, it is sometimes, or more than sometimes, is far from the reality.
Okay.
So, and then the last approach, the last type of approach, it is to observe the hair salon, right, as a final product. Okay, so basically, you see on the screen, this is a funnel. Okay, and so the hair salon potential, it can be forecast, it can be guessed, right? By imagining a hair salon as a combination of situations that happen inside. Those basically, it's like a final product. Okay, so basically, what are the elements that are composing the hair salon? For example, the location. And when I say the location, I'm not only talking about the beauty of the location, but I'm also talking about the size of the location. Okay, or as you was asking before, you did ask if there was a parking lot, which I actually don't know. The only things I know, it is what it was written in the first main slide, which is this salon is located in a good commercial street. I don't know if it's parking free or not. This is something we don't know. So, but anyway, location is one of the elements. The staff is another point of the elements. And I'm talking, yes, we can say, oh, the quality of the staff, but also the quantity of the staff. How many people are working there? How many employed, right? Or again, the salon result is also made from the services that you have in the menu, the type of services that you offer. or the type of promotion if you do them,
Mm-hmm.
or again, what is the price positioning of their salon? What is the prices, the structure of the prices? Last and not least, what the clients. So these are the main elements of that are basically componing higher salon. So it's somehow it is if I don't know, let's say if I don't know the number of the salon, means if I don't know uh, I don't know how much the type of services, I don't know the promotion, I don't know prices or clients type as you ask. Okay, if I don't know many other elements, how can I imagining the potential of growth, the potential of the business of the salon. So it is possible. It is possible. And here I'm going to show you this example. Okay.
Okay.
Just FYI for your information, guys. I mean, I knew that today was literally difficult in terms of timing because I'm trying to use a gamification way, which is more interactive. Okay, so the time is running quite fast, but I want to make sure that you know that the next episode of Number Are So Boring, which is going to be the number 4, because this is the third, it will continue exactly from where we stopped today. Okay, so in this case we are aligned. So hopefully you can join the next class, which is not next week, but is then the week after. I will give you the right date afterwards. Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
So basic, because it's a little bit different approach and it required a little bit of time. Okay, so basically, today I'm going to share with you an example of, how some, for example, chains in Europe, they used to, let's say how these chains they used to calculate a potential for an hair salon, which means, okay, as I said before, how far I can go if I take this salon, how much turnover, how much things I can do with this salon. And for doing that, they use 4 type of indicators, which are written here. For example, and again, don't think about the conversion of the value, the currency, because every market has a little bit of difference. But today it is more about learning what is the methodology they use. Then, of course, it has to be adapted to local market. Okay, so
yeah.
Now, employees revenues. So basically, what these guys saying is that according to if he's a young employee or a more senior employee, at least they need to do from 30,000 to 60,000 per year. So they need to work and produce for that amount of money. If I have one senior employee, for example, if it doesn't produce around 60,000 euro per year, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's basically, to me, it's not a plus, but it's a minus.
Okay.
I lose money because I have to pay his salary, I have to pay for the product he is using, I have to pay you know, part of the space. I mean, of the rent of the space. So if it doesn't get up to there, it doesn't make sense. Or if he's younger, like an apprentice, of course, it costs less. And so it's okay if he's not 60,000, but there are 40, 35 at the beginning, even 30 is good. But then it has to grow, okay? So these are parameters, okay? Or for example, if I have, let's say, 60 square meter salon, okay? So every square meter of the salon has to produce for 1,500 to 5,000, which means, as I said, if I have a hair salon of 60 square meters, okay, 60, and I take the maximum parameter, it's 60 times 5,000, okay? So which means at the end of the year, this hair salon has to create 300,000 euro, has to generate 300,000 euro, okay? But in any way, in second hand, if it does less than this, 60 times 15, which means wait a second, I'm gonna do it, 60 times 90,000, okay. The minimum that this salon has to do to survive, I'm saying, is 90,000. If he's below 90,000, he is going to have a financial problem.
Okay.
Okay, so these are parameters, okay? Now, the next one is this is influence zone or zone of influence, which means sorry, I clicked too many. Wait a second, I'm going back here. Okay, so basically the zone of influence, it is something like that. It is like this. So basically this is the hair salon, right?
Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. This is the hair salon, okay? And this is the area around the hair salon, okay?
Okay.
So now we basically, the distance of this area from the center of the salon, it is basically 5 kilometers. Okay, or 20 minutes to reach the salon. Okay, what does it mean? What does it mean? It means that the clients average, they don't travel more than 5 kilometers to reach the hair salon, or no more than 20 minutes of driving or commuting to get there. This is it is a statistic made, for example, here in Europe. Okay, so basically, what you need to know okay, how many people they live in this area, right? So this is going to be your potential package of client.
Yes.
Is it clear? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, based on that, hi, Joanna. So based on that, there is a calculation which is called, let me cancel these, my drawings, okay? So basically what it has been calculated, it is that inside of this big circle, we do have people, I mean, not everybody that goes to the hairdresser. I'm saying inside of this big circle, you have really big, small baby just born. You have very old people. You have people that don't go to the hairdresser. So it's, of course, you are not capable. You are not capable to have them as a client, right? But you can get, I mean, if you are a very good salon that works very well, known and with good services, you can get up to 15% of these people in this circle, okay, in this area. 15%, and they are averaging, the average of their of what they spend yearly, it's 80 euro. So let's pretend, and just to give you a calculation, okay, just to give you an example. Let's pretend that in my circle, I got 100 people, okay? Clear?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Only 15% they can become my clients. So 15 people times 80 euro. Okay, 80 euro times 15 means equal 1,200 euro. Okay, is it clear up here?
Yes.
Now, of course, 100 people is a very small number. I just made an example for the calculation. Okay, but if you have 1,000 people in that area, you can get up to a certain amount. Okay, now I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to show you one more things before interrupting this class, unfortunately. Now, the fourth element, the fourth indicator to make a calculation is fixed costs. Which I have to say, for example, Beta, you asked me before which were the cost and so on. But because here and here we can divide the cost in different manner. However, what we consider fixed costs are only two. And for example, the rent, or the rent plus the debt, means if you have a loan, if you have a mortgage, and so basically it is rent should not be superior of 10% of the total income. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, or if you have also a debt, it's okay, that goes up to 15, because debt, it means to be finishing sooner or later, right? So the reason why it's not it is suggested to do not go over 10% is because in the total P&L, then you have to have a balance of other stuff. So if it goes higher, is affecting too much, and is affecting too much from the turnover, you know. So it's difficult to get profit.
Yes,
Okay,
makes
so
sense.
here, okay, those are the four indicators that are used to calculate the profitability potential. You know, I have to say that, I mean, wow, the time is literally already over, and unfortunately I need to leave the platform ready for the next class. But what I want to just anticipate that next class, we're going to continue from here. I'm going to show you an example of how to use these indicators. Then, of course, everyone, each of you guys needed to go to use the indicators, but using the different figures because they need to be adapted to the local market. And in order to give you the answer about, okay, what is next? Okay, just give me a second here. Okay, so first of all, it's, okay, so tomorrow, I have to say, this is something that is not related to the business, but in case you want to join, tomorrow, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Italian time, or Friday, 11 a.m. Italian time, which is, I'm not sure is working for you guys according to where you're at in the world, but we're going to talk about hair cutting and core cutting system. But the next episode of business class is going to be the 24th, June 24th, same time of today, 4 o'clock. We will talk about again business, and we will continue from exactly here. Okay, so I do have to say apologize for not being able to complete this, but as I said at the beginning, it is a little bit ambitious, especially because it is more gamified and there is a bit more interaction. But that is the best way to learn, in my opinion. So even though we're going to spread the content a little bit more, but it's probably easier to be recalled. And actually, don't feel free if you want to ask me questions to reach me out in Facebook also. If you have questions and doubt, you know, you can use my contact here, either Facebook or Instagram. Feel free to reach me out. I will be glad to provide you some support. I want to say thank you for joining these live today. Thank you, Beto. Thank you, Anna. And all my love to you guys, best wishes. And we keep in touch to next session. Join us tomorrow if we can.
Okay, thank you, Francesco. Thank you very much.
Very appreciated. Thank you.